Professormorphplays. I am Professor Morph, and today we're playing Leomon. So let's see how this goes. If you like what you see here, please don't hesitate to smack that follow button. Don't forget you can find me on any one of my 4 different pages between YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So this is going to be the Leomon deck. We are going to attempt to build the best Leomon deck we possibly can. So, first of all, biggest things you guys need to know about this deck is we are not running Jeri. We're also not running any, and I mean any, of the the EX2 Leomon, blue Leomon stuff. We're not using any of them. That card, nowadays, outright trash. Also, so I'll show you. As you can see, what's happened with Leomon is a lot of Leomons, specifically this one, they all have when attacking or when digivolving effects. So, the problem is that both of the green Leomons all have when attacking. Now, the X antibody, which we're only running 2 of, but the X antibody does have a when digivolving effect, thank God. At least that's something. Leomon has an on-play, Salamon has an on-play, and Leomon has an on-play. So realistically, it's just about when we want to play it at this point. The biggest thing is that the green Leomon only can digivolve, I can digivolve over any of them, but there is no reduction effect like there is for, so for instance, this will cost 2, and all my Leomons will cost 2 usually, except for Leomon X Antibody. Hopefully it'll be okay, but we'll see how this goes. Our ultimates are Pangeamon and Grap Leomon, followed by 2 Boncho, 2 Saber, and 4 Heavy. The whole point is, because you can play both of these for 7 with their effects, they are effectively able to be used on their own. So, we're going to see how this goes, and let's hope for the best. Alright, let's do this. Pour a good luck shot for this, because it's Leomon. It's going to need it. For those of you who don't know the jokes about Leomon, Leomon dies in every anime except for the 2020 remake. It's the only one where Leomon didn't die. Let's see how this goes. Alright, let's keep it. Leomon ain't bad. That one's not bad either, but I want that inheritable, so we'll place this down, draw a card. Then we'll play a Leomon for 3. Search my security stack for a stack for a Leomon. Oh look, Pangeamon, perfect. Add to hand, and I get to recover 1. Very nice. There's a lot of heavy Leomons in there, though, I won't lie. And our first opponent is Medusa. Woo! It's gonna go bad, but we're gonna make it work. Raise 2 memory. Okay, so this Leomon's ability specifically is if it attacks a Digimon with higher DP than it gets to digivolve into a Leomon, a level 6 Leomon with and ignores the Digivolution cost. So we're gonna digivolve for 2. Draw a card, and Yeah, we're gonna attack. Let's hit security. Draw a card. Nice. Oh my god, we survived. Cool. I'm gonna play Pangeamon for 3. Pangeamon's effect activates. We get to play a free tamer. Boom! Here comes... Was it Taiga? Yeah, it's Taiga. So, the whole point of Taiga is that when you Digivolve into a level 5 or higher, you suspend this to reduce the cost by 1. Otherwise, during my turn, everything gets a nice little boost of plus 1,000. Unfortunately, Medusamon exists. Which basically is going to ruin my life here, but we're going to try to take out Medusamon. As best we can. All these inheritables, oh my god. Wonderful! The only downside is that Taiga doesn't give you any boost to memory, so it's very unfortunate. Alright, I am going to attempt to get rid of Medusamon, and it is not going to go well, but I'm going to try. I actually want to leave that security where it is right now. Here we go. Hit it. Minus 12,000 to Medusamon. I suspended the wrong one, but oh well. The thing is, it will die. Because it had its DP reduced, it will die. Unfortunately, it trashes 2 of my security to do it. Sucks. There's nothing I can do with this deck against Medusamon. Like, I can't do anything. So it's funny, in checking everything, I went through basically every card. Do you know that there is only one green card in the history of Digimon that is a level 3 that grants jamming? I know it, because I looked. Only one card, green level 3, gives jamming. And that is a Palmon with Digiburst. Which really freaking sucks, let me tell you. Okay. Can he make it to Medusa? Also, I'm taking Taiga out. I'm realizing, like, yes, the -1 for Digivolution cost is great, but, like, holy crap. I'd rather have it on the other one that can actually help me. Okay, raise. Okay. This only works for when attacking Digimon. Digivolve. Reduce the cost by 1. effect. Get to play a Mimi for free. That's all I got. And Medusa's out. I'm dead. There's no point in even like. There's no point in me still playing it afterwards. I know what happens. As soon as Medusamon came out a second time, I'm like, cool, I'm done. I can't do anything. When you attack something of 5,000. That's better than Tiger. Cool. We're gonna use the other Ruly to power them up, but like, man, one less Mimi. In fact, honestly, we don't need Mimi. We need another one of this. Tamers. But that means that when an effect suspends one of my Digimon, by suspending this tamer, something could digivolve. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Three. You know what? 2 Susie might be okay, because this one I don't think it will work. Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, I think this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna use Jeri, and we're gonna use, or we're not using Jeri, we're using, Susie of all things. By the way, all these cards can be found at Dungeon Comics and Cards.ca, and you can find them simply by typing Dungeon into the chat. We're going to keep this hand, and we're going to start doing stuff. You'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. And I realized my speech to text is not on. Okay, so number 1, let's digivolve for 0, draw a card. Then put out a Ruby. Let's just see. Tyrannomon, alright. Deck has a lot of interesting combinations, that's why. Reduce the cost by 1, yep. Cool. Attack security. Draw a card. Very nice. Oh, I die. God, that's hilarious. fact that Leomon's ability is a D-Digivolve is absolute hilarity to me. I don't know why. It's just kind of funny. Just, oh, your Leomon died. D-Digivolve! Man, I don't know what was affecting my eyes yesterday, but I had to take like full, like literally like almost soaping my eyes to get them better, but they are much better than yesterday. Oh my god. Feels so much better. Oh, not a single rookie. That's not good. That's really not good. Isn't this a memory tamer? It's not, right. Right, she's the reduce tamer. Screw it, this is the right play. Play for 5, on play. Delete it. It sucks because I know what's going to happen, and you're going to take full advantage of it, have a bunch of memory, but I did the right thing. That's so cool though. So this Leomon X antibody, when it has Leomon underneath it, or the X antibody card of course, it gets fortitude. So it would just come back. Oh my god. Yeah, of course you have piercing. Hey! Yep. Okay, so we've currently got piercing, fortitude, security attack plus 2, and all these DP upgrades, but they're only during your turn. So now that it's my turn, it will reduce down to 18,000, which is still not the best. Go to 3, hope for the best. You know, we asked for the best, and instead we got nothing. That's all I got. See if we can't do something. Blast Digivolve. Suspend. Oh, something. But I'm sure you have a card that unsuspends. Like, I'm positive you have that. So, I had an idea for this deck. And the idea is, I would actually run... So, what I'm thinking is, I would run a Agumon X antibody from EX8. The reason why is because it would give this deck the ability to have an inheritable that says minus, what is it, minus, oh sorry, it doesn't minus anything, it just has retaliation. So all my Leomons would have retaliation. Which I think would be pretty cool. We're going to plus the memory. That thing has fortitude. Yep. Saber Leomon's effect. We're going to suspend one. And then unsuspend him. I'm going to kill that. I have piercing. Do you really? Oh, that sucks. He's gonna come back and suspend me. Also, it's okay, Jen. This is going poorly. My attack, because of fortitude and getting to come back, my attack doesn't actually go through, and now I just die. Yeah, I just lose. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, Leomon so far going very badly.
Jen Draconis said, "How's Leomon so far, and is the Dynamon?"
That was Dynamon, but like legitimately, this is going badly. This is going actually horribly. Oh, it's not even an X antibody, it's just a regular Agumon. But hey, we're trying.
Jen Draconis said, "Leomon anime moment."
Did I really do that? Did I take out the memory tamer and not put anything back in for memory? Oh boy. There she is.
Jen Draconis said, "Leomon just feels like a meme deck."
You know what? At this point, I wish it was a meme deck, because the problem is that, so... The problem is that, so to give you an example of what I'm talking about, of like, the worst possible thing about this deck, is that, so for instance, you have, oh, who is it in this deck that really works out? You have Jeri, who's like infinitely tied to Leomon, right? Well, the only Jeri card that has come out so far specifically makes Leomon worse. And I'll show you why, but the whole point is that she says that you can play any Leomon. Well, the problem is, almost every Leomon except for the blue one that's specifically for her has no on-play abilities. Let that sink in. No on-play abilities. If there's no on-play abilities, what the hell am I doing this for? Oh. Now, why do I have Agumon in this deck? Well, you'll see why. I have Retaliation. Because the whole point is if Leomon's going to die, I'm going to take something with me. Oh Lord, it's composites. This is Millennium. Okay.
Jen Draconis
Preparing ourselves.
said, Leomon fans in shambles, my lord.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna keep testing this out, and I'm gonna keep trying new things to make this deck, improve, but so far, it's gonna get napped. I can, like, wholeheartedly guarantee it's gonna get napped. Attack security. Leomon! Oh my god, he lived. That is unheard of. But unfortunately, they gain a memory, so my turn ends.
Jen Draconis said, most Leomon should have deletion effects just or heck have supporting rivals like Ogremon.
The fact that, so, I'll show you why after. Like, I will show you exactly why, just, because I know, Jen, you know, but, like, for the audience who doesn't know, you'll see what I'm talking about with Leomon. Because, yeah, I got nothing out of that deletion right there. And I feel she gets something. Lucky. Play. 0 draw. Play. 2 draw. Play the 4 drop. Excellent. Okay. Haven't been attacked yet. Kind of surprising, I'm not gonna lie. Trap Leomon for 3. What a time to draw Boncho. Unfortunately, I just don't have what I need. But oh my god, the other one has it too. Okay, this is gonna be funny as hell. Ready? Attack security. Effects go off. First of all, I draw a card. Second of all, my memory tamer goes off and says suspend 1 card on my opponent's side of the field. Sorry, it's suspend to give something 5,000, minus 5,000. But now my effects go off. Number 1, Fortitude. Number... What? Why didn't that go off? Oh, I'm pissed now. Does that seriously not go off if I use Fortitude first? Oh my god, that's horseshit if that doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think it works. Cool.
Gen Draconis said, think it has to delete a lower Digimon on field?
No, on deletion, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. We're gonna test this again, but if that's true, holy crap. Now I'm going to take massive damage here. Alright. Not sure what exactly is happening or why, but it's happening. Evolve for 0. for the hell of it, because Leomon has this great effect that lets me look through my security and pick something out with a Leomon in it. Oh look, a Mega. And then I recover one. Boncho Leomon's coming out. This card is shit. So, as you know, there are many cards that I am not a fan of. And, like, many, like, certain ways that cards work that I'm not a fan of. One of the biggest ones that I'm not a fan of is anything that says you can't do something unless you have a second card on the field. So, like, by and large, the card is useless if it's by itself. That is Boncho Leomon. And then the other Boncho Leomon from EX5 is also useless to me because all it does is reduce DP. I'll check again, but I don't think it does anything else really. If it doesn't, I'd rather have the Saber Leomon Aces, to be quite honest with you. Or go crazy and try to run the X antibody, but that's a whole nother story. Come on. This is really odd. Why is he not... The amount of damage, like, he is actually doing to me. Like, he's blowing up all my stuff, yes, but he's not attacking exactly. Like, he is now, but, like, he wasn't before, and it's very odd that he hadn't been.
Jen Draconis said, which really sucks since there's the whole Bancho thing and the deck list would be horrendous even if the green, black.
Yeah, like, Boncho's option card is really good, but, like, I don't think there's a single good Boncho Leomon, personally. Like, I'm gonna check some of the others, but I'm pretty sure they're all crap. Oh my god, he finally attacked me. Ooh, card to suspend. Is his ability to suspend one of them and then get minus 12,000? Ooh. Yeah, why not? has happened? Now let's see how it goes. Cards of trash. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay. And you delete a tamer. Fuck you. God damn. Yeah, this deck's probably gonna get an F. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this deck actually might be the worst deck I've played this year so far. It is horrendous how bad this deck is so far. But I still think there's a way that we can do this. Once we get Boncho out of there, we're gonna see what we got, but like, Jesus Christ. Like, this is some horrific shit. And there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm pretty much just fucked here.
Jen Draconis said, "It could be worse."
No, it can't. Don't say it could be worse, because it can't. There's nothing worse right now with how this deck is playing. Even without facing Medusamon, this deck is just... Leomon just does not have what it needs. Okay, what is this? Yeah, this is all Excel, screw that. When digivolving? And only digivolves over yellow. Oh my god. Okay, minus 4,000 and secure tech minus saber. Alright, well, saber Leomons they are. Just the way it's gonna have to be, because, like, holy crap. There we go. There we go. Like, to give you an idea, we haven't got to play a loader Leomon yet. Or, sorry, not loader Leomon. Heavy... Was it Heavy Leomon or whatever? I haven't got to play one of these cards yet, because the deck is legitimately just not performing. And I know I'm running it correctly, so that's why I'm like, man... So this is part of the reason that I also said it's really bad to have cards that say when attacking versus when digivolving or on play. Now let me give you some examples of this, okay? Here is all of Leomon's level 4s, okay? And the reason why I'm vehemently against all of them. So, these are Mad Leomons, don't worry about them. This is the Leomon and Loemon and Kaiser Leomon, they don't matter. The first X antibody digivolves over blue, over a Leomon, or over blue or green. But the whole point is that it has no effect unless it digivolved over a Leomon. That's bad. It's meant to run with the on-play Leomon that says you get to like draw 2 cards, right? So here's the one I am talking about. This specifically is the blue Leomon with no inheritable because it dies in the show, so it never actually gets to go to new heights, so it just stays like this. While you have a tamer in play, it gains blocker. On deletion, gain 2 memory and draw a card. You understand how bad this is? Especially because it doesn't have anything that it digivolves over something. Because they didn't.
Jen Draconis said, "Isn't there the Promo X antibody Leomon?"
Yes. So this one is good. This is definitely a good X antibody Leomon. But the problem is that there's nothing to put it over. This one gets the when digivolving or on play minus 3000 thing. This one only activates in security. This one doesn't have an on play or when digivolving effect. It's only that it is a blocker for the deck. This one is Leomon that makes it also count as a Leomon. And when it would when attacking, when it would digivolve into a Leomon, you -1 from that. So that's great and all, but the problem is that you still give me nothing. And then on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000. Okay. This was the other blue Leomon that said on deletion gain 2 memory. So the whole point was every turn you would spam Leomons, find a way to give them rush, and then just attack opponents. It is what it is. This one says when digivolving, suspend something and give it minus 3000. It has no inheritable, which makes it even worse. Because while these are when attacking effects, the other one has no effects, and these are both when attacking. You see the problem with this? Oh, it's not even minus 3000. It's worse. It's suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 or less. That is outright crap. Oh, there's gotta be a better way to run this deck, but I don't know what it is. Every card for a Leomon-centric deck actively fights against the deck. Especially because we didn't see Leomon digivolve at the show. We saw Leomon as a standalone Digimon that eventually digivolves into Saber Leomon. There should be ways to warp it into the level 6 constantly, and there just isn't. It's a Galactivon deck. Alright, brace yourselves, everybody.
Jen Draconis said, "It would be a Marsman thing or Shaman LLIAD focus."
Anything. Anything would be better than what we have here. Like, Leomon Tribal as a deck can't happen, and the only thing I can think of is to build a deck around heavy Leomon. But then again, his whole effect, like, he's there for Leomon. That is his whole point. So, I don't know what you're going to do. Ooh, excuse me. You're kidding me. I can't add any of my megas. Heavy Leomon's a machine, and both Saber Leomons are ancient animals. They're not beastkin. I actually can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so bad. Wow. You don't see that every day. Almost positive I just helped his cause there. Yep, that sucks. I'll make him pay for it though. BT21 good. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Attack, Digivolve. Digivolve into Heavy Leomon. Effect, D-Digivolve 1.
Gen Draconis said.
Draw a card.
Galacticman getting an emblem would be
destroy.
disgusting.
It would be funny, I'm not gonna lie. What the hell happened? Did it negate the attack? Oh, it does. It literally just ends the attack. Okay. That's cool. Didn't realize that. That kind of sucks. Digivolve. Fortitude. Too bad he doesn't have any on-play effect. God. I have to eliminate this thing. Hand. We don't have a single Leomon in hand. How unbelievable. I should have used it. Effect, Digivolve. And it's not affected by anything. No, I'm screwed. Oh, this deck. This deck is killing me. Like, there's no improvements on this deck without defeating the entire purpose of, like, or the entire feel of what I was supposed to do with this deck. Like, because you have to think, we ran this deck, like, the entire reason to run a Leomon deck is to run Leomon cards. If you start taking out a bunch of things just to make the Mega more effective, it's not really that deck anymore. Like, you can't say it's a Leomon deck if you're going to take out basically every other card just to try to make the Mega a little more efficient. Like, it won't work. It's inauthentic. Wow. Alright, so not a single Leomon in my prize cards, which is very good. Alright, it's composites.
Gen Draconis said. Not Leomon himself.
nothing is more infuriating than getting no effect off those. Composite's going off and I'm doing nothing. Can't even take heavy Leomon, because it'd be too easy. Let's see if this works. Suspend myself. Yes, it does! Oh my god! It actually works. Trigger! We're gonna digivolve for free into Leomon. Use the effect. Oh my god, it works. This is categorically the dumbest combo ever, but it works. Oh my god, I love this. Effect. Play a free tamer. End turn. Okay, so those of you who were not aware, by the way, the Agumon from EX8 can suspend itself. So if you have it on the field at the same time as Susie, much less having two Susies
Jen
on the
Draconis
field,
said, "This feels like that Alliance Marukimon Bunny combo deck lore."
literally so you can suspend yourself to have Susie digivolve you into the Leomon, to then have the other Susie digivolve you into, because you can digivolve the same thing again. So to trigger 1, trigger 2. So this thing technically could go from level 3 to level 5 with 2 Susies on the field. That's dumb. I love this. Like, this deck is still gonna get a grade F, but like, man, it's getting an F for funny. It's crazy that that actually works. Someone gotta clip that. If anybody can, please clip that. I gotta send that to people. That is the craziest thing that I can actually do.
Gen Draconis said. Actually, that could work, but it would be an offshoot of what Medusamon did with Taramon and Lockmorn Alliance meme deck.
But that's the thing, at that point it doesn't become... It takes away from the theme of the deck, you know what I mean? And also, again, look, I lost level 5, I get no benefit from it. The only benefit I get is if I use the Fortitude guy, whose ability is to return something with 4,000 DP or less to my opponent's hand or deck. It doesn't matter, 4,000 DP is ridiculous. The thing should be sending back level 5, not level 4s. Even then, most level 4s have over 5,000 DP, so... In the end, it's just infuriating to think about. Alright, let's do it again. Agumon, effect, use. Suspend myself. Activate Susie. It will digivolve me into a Leomon. For free. Use the second one, who will digivolve me into a Leomon X antibody for free. Attack minus 3,000. And then, digivolve for reduced cost of 2. With no Saber Leomon in sight. Sad. Surprised he didn't attack me. Alright. He doesn't have to.
Gen Draconis said. Oof, I wished I clipped it, but didn't know I could do it on mobile, maybe after stream.
Yeah, I'll post it, don't worry. Anyway, I'm ready for my final grade. I can't do this for 3 hours. This is... what this is, but it's not gonna be this. Hold on. Let me find this grade here. I have the perfect photo for this. Here. It's not there. Damn it. Try to give this thing the worst grade possible, and I can't get a photo for it. Even the photos don't work. I always said to myself that I was saving this for a special occasion. This seems as special as it possibly could be. Here is the grade for Leomon. You ready? Alright, this is the grade for Leomon. Here you go, guys. I tried to make this deck work. I really did. And this is the grade. It is a big ol' F minus. You have to understand why it's this grade, okay? This is the best this deck can be. The only thing it can do is that you will use Agumon. You will use Agumon to suspend itself while you have a Suzy on the field.
Gen
That will
Draconis
trigger...
said. Sukamon tier.
No, Sukamon has that option card that would at least put it in D tier. So, Agumon suspends itself to summon out any one of these disappointing Leomons, and then the second Suzy will digivolve it either into the Leomon X antibody or into one of the two ultimates. And keep in mind, these level 5s, this one lets you play a tamer, but this one does literal nothing unless your opponent has something with 4,000 DP or less on the field. Not good. Not good. Also, this card and this card won't get triggered under... Where is it? Here. There's a certain card... Oh yeah! There are cards that say that they can add in beast cards, right? Ancient Animal, so yes, the one that would search for it could still get this. But that's a machine, you can't do that. So yeah, we have the grade that we have because of how bad this is. There's nothing more I could say. This deck desperately needs support. I'm not going to be the one to suggest how they could support it, other than, you know,
Gen
give some
Draconis
when deletion
said.
effects or
Actually,
when
no, that's
blade
insulting to
effects.
Sukamon, who's literally the poop Digimon.
Just something for this. But this is an F- deck if I've ever seen it. That's it for today, folks. I was going to do 3 hours, but honestly, you don't need 3 hours of content to see how bad this deck is. So I'm going to leave it there. I will see you guys again on Sunday. It'll be a late one, probably at 10 o'clock, because I have to do a pre-release. Until next time, last dismissed. See you soon, guys.
Gen Draconis said. Nah, Professor shouldn't suffer 3 hours.